Sometimes people look at the world in a bit of a different way than other people do. Their brain works a little bit differently. Here are just a few of these people. Abraham Lincoln, American president. Bobby Fischer, chess grandmaster. Albert Einstein, scientist and mathematician, whose work became very important to modern science. Sir Isaac Newton, mathematician, astronomer and physicist, widely regarded as one of the best scientists of all time. Charles Darwin, naturalist, geologist and biologist, who developed the very important theory of evolution. Charles Richter, a scientist who invented a way to measure the size of earthquakes. Nikola Tesla, scientist and inventor. Emily Dickinson, poet. William Butler Yeats, poet. Hans Christian Andersen, a children's author. Lewis Carroll, author of Alice in Wonderland. Bill Gates, co-founder of the Microsoft Corporation. Steve Jobs, former CEO of Apple. Leonardo da Vinci, scientist, inventor and artist, one of the greatest minds of all time. Michelangelo, sculptor, painter, architect, poet. Mozart, classical composer. He wrote some of the most beautiful music ever written. James Hobley, a dancer who was a finalist on Britain's Got Talent. Suzanne Boyle, a singer who was the winner of Britain's Got Talent. Robin Williams, actor and comedian. Jerry Seinfeld, comedian. Satoshi Tajiri, creator of Nintendo's Pokemon. Greta Thunberg, Swedish schoolgirl who began protesting about the need for immediate action to stop climate change. These people all have something in common. Their brain works in a special way which gives them a different outlook on the world. This lets them see things in ways other people wouldn't even consider. Scientists have a word for people like this. Autism. The world needs people like this, people with autism. Without the unique point of view that autism creates, some of the great breakthroughs in human history may never have happened. Without people to see things a little differently, our world would simply stay the same. We need people with autism. People like this little boy, who loves to climb and do parkour, loves to play with his friends at the park and watch VR videos. He loves to ride his bike and play softball. But here's something that everyone really needs to stop saying. Everyone's a little bit autistic, or we're all on the spectrum somewhere. No, we're not, and people need to stop saying this. By using expressions like this, you are dismissing and diminishing the reality and struggles an individual on the autism spectrum experiences in their everyday lives. Not everyone is a little bit autistic. Not everyone lies somewhere on the spectrum. In fact, whilst autism is a spectrum, it's not from this point to that point where one side is very mildly autistic and the other side is tragically autistic. It's not a linear spectrum like that. It's not a line that everyone lies on somewhere, with some people being less autistic and others being more autistic. That's not how it works. Sure, anyone can have autistic traits, like sensory differences, anxiety, or being introverted, but having autism means there is a very specific way that you think. It is a neurological difference. As an analogy, anyone can be sad, but that doesn't mean they're clinically depressed. Or it's like being pregnant. You either are or you aren't. There's no little bit pregnant. Sometimes you might have pregnancy traits like lower back pain or tiredness or swollen feet, but that doesn't mean you are pregnant. In the same way, people can have autistic traits. That doesn't mean they're a little bit autistic or they're lying somewhere on the spectrum. People need to stop saying that. We're all on the spectrum somewhere. No, we're not. Shut people down if they tell you that.
Hey you, hit the like button. Yeah, and the subscribe one too.